Alright. Videoen starter i Norge i dag, fordi vi har besøg af ham her. Hvis nu skifter vi lige over engelsk. So I just told them we are switching over to English today, or Danish.
Well, I actually speak fluent Danish.
So this is Eugene. This is Eugene. Daniel and I and Mark went to a seminar this weekend in Aarhus, where we met this brilliant guy, and we invited him to Norse Performance to have a deadlift session. It sounds like.
That sounds pretty fucking.
I guess.
Basically just deadlift. So
it's gonna fuck us up in many ways.
Many ways. So we'll just be training today, maybe talking to you guys, or I don't know if it's gonna be a voiceover. You'll find out in a minute. And I'm sorry for you have to put up with my English today.
So fun.
First English video on YouTube from this channel. Så lige hurtigt dansk igen. Vi har faktisk besøg af Julie, som hedder Julie Hårgaard. Er det ikke rigtigt? Jo. HN kalder jeg dig bare. Vi kalder hinanden for Instagram-navn altid.
Ja.
Så Julie er Danmarks bedste crossfitter ifølge Open, og har kvalificeret til CrossFit Games. Er det korrekt?
Jo.
Så hvis I vil tjekke en rigtig dygtig atlet ud, så tjek Julie ud ind på Instagram. Julie HN.
Jo.
Ud i en bare.
Julie.hn.
I finder det nok. Så. Tak.
So, what I want you to think about. Have you done any much posing at all?
Yeah.
You know where you do like the back relaxed or rear relaxed pose?
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do before you lift the weight up.
Right.
So when you get in that position, back relaxed or front relaxed, and then crank into your body.
So kind of let's flare.
Flare your lats as much as you can. Flare your lats and slightly crunch your abs. Perfect. Now we do your slow touch and go at the bottom. Don't let your lats off at all. So at the bottom, keep it on, keep it on, keep it on. Straight up, that's better. Good. Keep that flare. Keep it on. Perfect, keep going. As you come up now, start thinking, pushing your knees out. Push up, there you go. Let's go a couple more. So normally, like, we're gonna do sets of about 8 as our top weight. Maybe you see how it feels, it might go even lighter, or lower reps, higher weight, you see?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's warm up in sets of 6.
Alright, I always tell you guys that the deadlift is mostly a leg exercise. It is a full body exercise, but I want you to cue you using your legs. But now we're doing Snatch-grip Deadlift for the lats. And I just want Eugene to tell you why it's a lats movement and not a leg movement.
Couple of very small nuances. Again, deadlift however you want to for your goals. If you want to do more of a powerlifting style, like pure strength, total body movements, you wouldn't necessarily take a snatch grip, and you wouldn't also think as much about flaring as we are here. And there'll be a lot of typical blowing out to brace through your midsection. Whereas for lats, if we want to use more as a bodybuilding technique, or to target the lats for size or for strength, as a weak point in a lot of people, we're thinking about wider grip, which forces you to work harder to pull that bar back behind you, which is part of what your lats functions are. And we also want you, instead of thinking as much chest up, we're thinking more flare the lats wide, almost rounding your back out, but then getting that thoracic, that upper chest region, popping forwards. So your lower back still stays quite straight or neutral to allow you to load as much as possible. So a couple of very small adjustments. You should still think as much as possible about your legs. You still want to drive your legs as much as you can, but that little change there turns it from less lats to even more lats. it.
Let's go. Yeah, nice. Come on, let's go.
Easy.
Good control. Keep it going. Keep going, man. Push. Hips. Come on, you got this.
Yes.
Damn. Stack, mate.
Yes.
Stacked.
Yes.
One more.
Here we go.
My upper back was like fucking.
Rocking back and forth.
Yeah. So you get that extra stretch.
Yeah, exactly. And also can pull it towards the leg.
Yes.
All right, so the second exercise is a T-bar row, and Eugene has some great points why this is a great exercise to do for your lats, right?
Yeah. So typically when you're looking at all lat movements, all rows, whether it's a barbell row, dumbbell row, or cable row, most of the time, as you pull the weights in towards you, like doing the rep, your muscles actually get weaker due to the internal physics of what's happening in your body. And at the same time as your muscles getting weaker, the weights tend to get heavier as well. Sort of like when you do a cable row, you can hold the cable stack here, but you can't hold it for as long here, because the weight itself becomes, technically speaking, heavier. So there's a mismatch there, which leads to your lats not being able to activate as well, and your traps want to take over a lot more. The T-bar row is different, because as you pull in, imagine this is the anchor point, this is where the weight is. As you pull in, the weight gets closer and closer and closer towards the joint, which makes the weight get easier as you fatigue, to help you really jam a lot of blood and get a full range of motion without fatiguing. So it's a much better option if you want to go for pure loading and strength gains as a row movement.
Yeah. For the lats, right? So
For the
your
lats,
so
yeah,
your
for
traps,
lats.
so traps don't take over,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
on the cable. You said it was harder when you pulled it in
Yes.
towards yourself, right?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah. Come on. Yes. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Oh man. Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Enjoy.
Woo!
CrossFit. CrossFit.
Looks pretty painful.
Glutes, hamstrings.
Yeah, the hamstrings.
6, 7. Var det?
Come on, let's go.
8.
Come on, that's it. Come on, extend this.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Come on. I'm over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Var det?
I'll squeeze that.
Yeah, there you go, perfect.
Oh, it's like all over.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's.
Yes. That looks so fucking painful.
That's fun.
So fucking painful.
Oh, my lats. That's fun.
So we move on to the last two exercises, which is a superset, and Eugene will again explain why we do this and what it's for.
Okay, so we're doing two movements. We have a wide or a snatch grip shrug, and we're doing a lat pull down, or what I call a rhomboid pull down, because it's more for your mid back. Both these exercises now is not as much lat focus, it's more between the shoulder blades. So that rhomboid lower trap area. Prefer to do a wide grip as opposed to a narrow or regular shoulder width grip for your shrugs, just to get that little bit extra movement at the shoulder blades, which really helps to activate the traps, not just up here, but also between the shoulder blades and the lower traps. With the rhomboids, using a very specific technique where we're not pulling down like this, we're focusing on the elbows coming out to the sides and trying to rip the handle apart. And you could already see when I rip like that, it's a lot through my mid back, whereas if I pull like this, it's very much lats, which we don't want right now because we've already done enough for that. Just two moves, we'll do maybe 3 to 5 rounds of that until something explodes.
All right, Mon, what's your comment on doing the lat pull down like this?
If you think zero depression, so this motion right here, zero that and just pull the hands apart and squeeze your shoulder blades together, there comes a burning sensation just between your shoulder blades. Damn, I can't talk. Which is the rhomboids working. And when you're used to, we think about a lot of lats in Norse, I think. So when you completely eliminate the lat moving, or don't think about it and think about the rhomboids, it's a total different feeling that I haven't felt in quite some time, maybe ever. So it's pretty good.
So here he goes to a wide grip shrug. Almost like snatch grip exercise. I think he went a bit too heavy. Not that strong after all, huh, Morten?
A little bit ambitious.
Yeah. But at least you tried.
At least.
Yeah, at least you tried.
You'll make it someday.
One sub for trying.
Well, here we go.
And 10
I'll just put
unsub.
that one on repeat.
All right.
Yeah.
And then 10 unsub for failing.
Yeah.
Wide grip shrugs or snatch grip shrugs. Nice and controlled. How's that feel? Pretty fucked up, huh?
Yeah. Great movement for traps, definitely. It feels pretty natural having a wider grip when doing the shrugs. Yeah, feels pretty amazing. Yeah.
Good.
All right, man, so that was the video, that was the training. It was great training with Eugene. Man, I'm so busted up that I can't speak English anymore. So we were 5 training partners today. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Me, Daniel, Mark, and Jesper, and then of course the man himself. So now Eugene, just do you want to tell us is this a typical back workout?
Yeah, so this is honestly how I do most of my pulling days, whether it's like lats, back, deadlifts. Quite short if you look at the actual exercises we do. We only did deadlift, T-bar row, and then a couple upper back movements. Yeah. I like to train like that. Very, very efficient, very, very short, but very targeted. You don't need much. When you choose the right exercises, you don't need to do too much to really thrash every last fiber in your body. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the workout. Try it out for yourselves. Let us know how you go with it. Sure. What else do you want me to say?
Nothing more, that's great, man. You can, I described the workout down in the description, where you also can find Eugene's social media. You're both on YouTube, you have a website.
YouTube, Instagram, website, whatever. It all will be down below.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
you for training. And
thank
you for the seminar. Eugene is also touring right now around the world. So look at his website, where if he's coming to a town near you. Damn, I always wanted to say that.
Coming to a town near you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.